Okay, so this is the second part of today's. I just had to add one more problem to the notes for today. So I want to look at this problem right here and show you how to do it. So the way we do that is by it's kind of confusing. It looks kind of confusing and it looks kind of complicated, but it's really not bad at all. If you think about each one of these things as an angle. So this says find the angle whose, you want the sine of it, one angle which we'll call alpha, and then plus another angle which we'll call beta. And we want the sine of an angle whose cosine is 1/2. That would be an angle that looks like this. Cosine is 1/2, and whose sine is -3/2. And since inverse sine is negative in the fourth quadrant, I draw that one down here. Okay, and so I put a -3 here, and I call 5 the hypotenuse. So this is angle alpha, and this is angle beta, and you want the sine of angle alpha plus beta. Okay, so using these inverse straight functions, you figure out what the angle is. You don't actually have to figure out what the angle is. You just need to know what the cosine and sine of those angles are. I'll show you in a minute. So using the Pythagorean theorem, you figure out that this side over here has got to be square root of 3. And using the Pythagorean theorem over here, or maybe you know this is the Pythagorean theorem, that side has to be 4. Okay, so now using the sine alpha plus beta formula, which is sine alpha cosine beta plus cosine alpha sine beta, you just plug in the numbers from the picture. Okay, so sine of alpha is, if this is alpha over here, this is the alpha angle, this is the beta angle. So sine of alpha is root of 3/2. That would be a 60-degree angle. Doesn't matter though, because you just want the sine of that angle. Cosine of beta would be 4/5. And the cosine of alpha would be 1/2. That's given to you in this, at the starter. You could just look at the picture, and the sine of beta, this is angle beta, would be -3/5. And then you just multiply those out for, cosine beta should be 4/5. So then over here, you simplify this, you get 4√3 minus 3, because it's plus 1 times -3. And the common denominator is going to be 2 times the square root of 5, which is just 2√5. And you can leave it like that, that would be fine. But usually they want you to rationalize the denominator. And the way you rationalize this denominator is by multiplying by √5/√5. I would accept this answer on a test, that's fine. But if I did multiply by √5/√5, I get 4√15. I'm distributing through the root of 5 minus 3√15. I'm sorry, minus 3√5. 3√5 over 2 times the root of 5 times the root of 5, which is 2 times 5, which is 10. And that would be a nicer looking answer than this one over here. But either one of these is okay. And that's it. And remember, you heard it right here on Mr. Leader's one and only YouTube channel. Okay, bye.